Ethiopian Airlines CEO says the pilots who flew the plane that crashed on March 10 had trained on all appropriate simulators, rejecting reports that they had not been adequately prepared to handle the new aircraft. Tewolde Gebremariam said in a statement that the airline owns simulators to help pilots train on the Boeing 737 MAX, which has software installed that requires new training. The software can pitch the plane's nose down in some cases to keep it from stalling. There is a speculation that the software could have contributed to the crash, which killed 157 people, as well as to the crash of another Boeing 737 MAX, a Lion Air flight, in October. Regulators say both planes had similar erratic flight paths shortly after takeoff, an important part of their decision to ground the roughly 370 MAX planes around the world. Is likely facing heavy costs to update the flight control software on the MAX and compensate airlines that have lost use of now-parked MAX jets. Separately, Boeing's European rival Airbus announced a deal to sell 300 planes to Chinese airlines, which are also major operators of the MAX. The deal, signed before Chinese President Xi Jinping and French President Emmanuel Macron, includes 290 Airbus A320 jets, which compete with the Boeing 737. The number that are A320neo jets, the chief competitor to the Boeing MAX, will be determined later, an Airbus spokeswoman said. China's demand for airliners is huge, and it could still order plenty more Boeing jets, but the announcement highlighted the peril Boeing faces in restoring airline and passenger confidence in its best-selling jet. Gebremariam said Ethiopian Airlines owns and operates a Boeing 737 MAX simulator. Contrary to some media reports, our pilots who fly the new model were trained on all appropriate simulators, Gebremariam said. The crews were well trained on this aircraft. The CEO, however, had told the Associated Press this weekend that he thinks the warnings and extra training material from Boeing and U.S. regulators might not have been enough. He said in a subsequent interview to the Wall Street Journal on Monday that it appeared that the anti-stall software had been activated on the Ethiopian Airlines flight that crashed, though it was still too early to be sure. Ethiopian Airlines is widely seen as Africa's best-managed airline. It had been using 5 of the MAX planes and was awaiting delivery of 25 more. Copyright 9 Digital Thai Limited 2019.